20th year for Kirk Ferentz at Iowa, a feat that has not been accomplished in the Big Ten in exactly 20 years. When his predecessor, Hayden Fry, finished off his brilliant career here, Ferentz joins Fry, Woody Hayes, and Bo Schembechler as the only Big Ten coaches to go 20 years at the same conference school since the middle of last century. And Iowa head coach Kirk Ferentz joins us now. And, Coach, aside from the obvious that we're all a little bit older than we used to be, what does 20 years here mean to you?
You know, every time I see practice film, I notice how white my hair is getting and progressively getting. So it's a stark reminder. But it's been great. You know, just it's amazing how fast it's gone. You got Chuck Long sitting over there. And Chuck and I got here actually the same year, back in 1981. So a lot of things have happened since that time. But the bottom line is it's just a great place to be. I had no idea in 1981 what I was walking into, being a kid from Pittsburgh coming out here. And, boy, the people that I've been able to associate with and work with, it's just been fantastic.
Coach, I'm always interested in your voice about NCAA, college football, college athletics in general. They changed the camp rules again this year. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Third straight year we have a different type of camp format. And so, you know, in the out of season, you spend a lot of time on it. You hope you're doing it right and, you know, think you're doing it right, all that stuff. So I do feel good about the schedule that we put together as a staff. And I think camp's going pretty well logistically. Just, you know, I'll go back to 2 years ago. It just seemed so simple to me, keeping our schedule the way it was. We had 29 days to get ready for a game. I think we had 4, maybe 5 two-a-days, but I think it was 4. It seemed like an easy remedy would just be to go non-contact if you had two-a-days, you know, one day contact or one practice contact, the other one non-contact, or legislate X amount of non-contact practices in. But me personally, I like having 29 workouts to get a team ready. The good news is everybody's still on the same field. We all have 25, so it's really what you do at the time, just like a game week. But it's made it tougher, I think, to get a team ready, and I think, you know, the practice time is important. And most coaches don't want to see their players get hurt.
Right.
I don't have many coaches that do, so it's just commonsensical, you know. I think we all are doing things smarter than we were 30 years ago.
Yeah, staying in that area, the new freshman rule, they can play in 4 games, any 4 games. Have you guys put a plan together, or are you just going to play by ear as far as who you're going to get ready for that?
We have, and as you can imagine, it's just opened up a world of options for all of us. The most notable position would be quarterback. It gives you some options that wish we would have had when Nate was a freshman, or Drew Tate. So that's good. But I think with a lot of our players right now, it's interesting. We had a personnel meeting yesterday, and you know, some of the guys we may want to look at early, and then there are other guys that we could see maybe later in the season getting involved. So the nice thing is it's not going to affect the guy's eligibility potentially, you know, 5 years from now or 4 years from now. So I think it's a real positive step. I'd like to see everybody just have 5 years of eligibility, me personally, but this is a positive step.
Coach, how's this team going to be different than last year's?
Well, that remains to be seen, you know, but they've been good. We don't have a large senior class, but I think we have a large group of leaders right now, including the seniors. So that part's been pleasing. We've seen growth, especially mid-June, July, right on through, and that's encouraging. And I like the way the guys are working. But, you know, we still have some areas that need attention right now. We're down to whatever 12 days, so it's getting a little tight. And we never have enough depth, and I'm sure every coach in the world feels that way. So there's always work to be done, but I like the way the guys are heading. I like the way we're working, and yeah, if we can stay healthy, I think we'll have a chance to have a good football team.
And we always love to come here and watch the line of scrimmage, offense and defensive side. How have they been progressing, both sides?
Yeah, we're a little more veteran on the defensive side coming into camp, so we've been playing catch up with the offensive guys, and I think we've made progress that way. But you know, you're always nervous until you get in that game action to really find out where you're at. But I think we're gaining ground, and you know, it's going to be tight, but we'll see what we can do.
Coach, I know there were some people in this group who were a little surprised that you stayed outside today, given the inclement weather. Some of us took it better than others. I don't want to brag or anything, but what did you look to accomplish by going outside, by being out in the weather?
Yeah, it's funny. We were joking earlier. You know, last year we never got an opportunity to work in the rain. It just it would always blow out or something would happen. So it's nice, and you know, in a perfect world, you'd like to have it in preseason. So I appreciate you guys. I don't know if you guys have any pull on this whole thing, but appreciate you providing that for us. But it's telling, like a lot of things are telling in practice, and you know, we obviously have to do a little better job concentrating on the ball security, throwing it, catching it, just maintaining possession. But it's good for the guys. You know, today's first day of school, so one more distraction. We'll get some bad weather in there too. So to me, it was a good change up for us. And you know, at some point, playing in the Midwest, we're going to probably face that sometime or other during the fall.
I want to wrap this up going back to the career stuff we were talking about off the top. I know in the opening game, the 83 staff is going to be coming back. That will include Hayden Fry, one of your mentors. What will it mean to have that group back together for that opener?
That was against my wishes. Not that I didn't want to see the guys, but I'd love to do it like in November when the season's over. Everything's a lot more fun when you're not working, and I think those guys will understand. I'll be focused on other things, but again, yeah, it goes right back to mentioning coming here in '81. I had no idea what I was walking into, and the one commonality, I've been here whatever it is, 28, 29 years now. The players that we've gotten to work with, the quality of players, but also I walked into a coaching staff that was just it was unbelievable, and a lot's been written about what guys have done. I always reference the guys that maybe didn't get as much publicity. A guy like Bill Brazier or Carl Jackson are two of the finest coaches I've ever worked with and two of the finest men. So we just had a great group of people here, and it was a really special time for all of us. I think we're all indebted to Coach Fry. There wasn't a guy on the staff that had a resume, but just the experience that we all had together, it was a lot of fun, and it's fun to maintain those contacts, as you might well imagine.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Kirk Ferentz.